Well, good morning, my YouTube family. Well, you know, it is January 3rd, 2014, and you did not see me yesterday because this major snowstorm that we just had, Nancy had to go do some shopping after work. So I did the shopping, and of course, with one leg working, up and down the aisles, something that could take me, literally 15 minutes took me 45. Then there's the lines to stand on in order to check out. Then there's putting the bags in the car and then driving. Yeah. So by the time all was said and done, and I'm talking about by the time I drove home and then took those bags into the house, brought them up the stairs, then go back down the stairs and then say hi to Pop. Yeah, it was like a quarter to 8 by the time I got upstairs. So you know damn well you weren't going to see me, right? So that is that. But thankfully, with the snowstorm, no work today. So it is exactly 11:31 a.m. because I just woke up about an hour ago. Well, see, that's it's the truth and also stretched a bit because I did wake up at my regular time as if to go to work because I had to check to see. I knew we weren't going to work. The office was going to be closed, but you have to hear it on the weather line that we have. Everybody has it on their phone, and to check. So as soon as I heard due to inclement weather, I didn't even hear the rest of the message. I said, due to inclement weather, that means the office is closed. Click, turned off the phone. Then, of course, Tom was like, oh, Mom's home, so I guess that means we could play. I'm like one eye open, and he's like, yeah, Mom, let's play. You're not going to work today. Had to feed him, get him some clean water and all of this. Pitch dark outside. 6:15, people. Pitch dark outside. I kind of did a little bit of Facebooking to see what was going on, and I saw Sarah. I saw your new video. I watched that. And by that time, it was like a quarter to 8. So then I started to get sleepy again. So I said, okay, I'm going in for a second round. And I didn't wake up until about 10. And it's 11:32 right now. So I just had breakfast. That's the reason why, just had breakfast and had to talk to Pop again. And this man is so anxious to get to hop into his Jeep so he could do wheelies up and down the street. For real? Yeah, he just wants to test the Jeep out because this is his first snowstorm with the Jeep. And he's feeling all manly. 83. The man's 83. Okay. Excuse me. So, of course, yesterday, when it rains, it pours, packages came. I think the rest of my packages came. I think everything has finally arrived. Then again, there still could be some more, but a good amount came. And you'll be surprised at something because I didn't mention them because those were my super duper last minute purchases of 2013 before I finally just said, that is it. So, okay, let's get started. Oh, before I forget, I just wanted to let you know of the new face powder that I'm using and the new concealer because I told you my MAC Mineralize was finished last year, and my the CoverGirl concealer balm was finished. So I wanted to show you what I'm using now, and I started to use them yesterday. This is what company is it? A L'Oreal Magic Lumi highlighter. Yeah, highlighter. But, it's a concealer. It is very good. Oh, this is very good. And it comes like this with a brush. And you just twist on the bottom and the liquid comes up. And you just dab underneath. And, I just, just wipe it underneath. And it is so good. It is less whiter. It doesn't leave out like a super white cast. It's darker than the concealer that I had, the CoverGirl concealer that I had the last time. So it blends a little bit closer to my skin, but it does give me a nice bright look. And I really enjoy that very, very much. So this is very good. I'd seen a number of videos about this because this came out like ages ago. And I just said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to break down and I'm going to purchase it. And I'm very glad that I did because this is very good. I don't know how long it's going to last because, you know, I really don't know how much is in there. But I have this one, and once I'm done with this one, I have a Maybelline one that I'm going to check out after this is done. And my new face powder is not new at all. As a matter of fact, you can't find it. It took me a very long time to find this. This was my very, when I tell you very first face powder, when I started to use makeup, I'm talking about when I was 13, 14. Yes, this was an Avon. This is an Avon purchase. And this is in the color tan. And it's a personal match. I don't even think they make personal match anymore in Avon. They do still make, they still make face powders. But this was called tan. And you know, they changed the names. So you really don't know what shade you are now. And you would have to kind of Google, well, tan equates to what in Avon powder. It took me so long. When I started to use this, it lasts a very long time. And I think when I was about 15, I used my very first one. And it wasn't called tan at the time. It was a different shade. It was like chestnut or cocoa or something like that. You know those stupid names. So I loved it because it literally is my perfect match to my skin. And of course today is barefaced because, you know, it's not going anywhere. But I kept using this and I just fell in love with it, and then boom, we are discontinuing it. I said, what? They discontinued the whole personal match line. So I said, no, they didn't. So that's when I had to go crazy. Now, by the time they discontinued this, I probably was in my 20s. So I had to go scrounging around for something else. And that's when I went to Revlon, not the Color Stay. I don't think they had the Color Stay back then. But I did a Revlon powder, a Revlon, not loose powder, but a face powder. I don't even remember what it was. It was a cream foundation. And my girlfriend and we were still in our early 20s. Going around. I mean, this was before the internet, okay, people? So we had to go around, shop, do testers and all of this, and oh, it was maddening. It was maddening. But, you know, eventually you find your shade. And then the internet, you know, the internet arrived. And by that time I was by the time the internet actually became not what it is now, it's still the earlier version of the internet. Because we had chat rooms and stuff like that. Do y'all even remember chat rooms? Okay. But we had, you know, the earlier version. And I don't think they even had Google. I'm really dating myself. But, you know, anyway, to make a long story short, I started to search for this because I never forgot it. Never, ever forgot it. And I went on Avon and, you know, I couldn't find it. And I only found this maybe 4 years ago. This was when I was still living in Great Neck. I found it. And it was a deep search. It was on some site. It wasn't eBay. It was on some no-name site that they were selling it, and they only had one left in my color. And of course, I had to pay an arm and a leg because this in Avon was something like $8.99. And I wound up paying like 15 something, but I was going to pay that ish. I was going to pay for it because this is, you don't know. Once this is finished, I am going to have to search for something else. Probably go back to my MAC Mineralize or whatever, buy another one, whatever the case. But I'm going to make this last because this, it goes on so soft and it goes on so effortlessly. And it literally, like, If I were wearing it, you wouldn't know because it is this shade. So this was a personal match loose powder and in the color tan. So that's what I'm using now. Okay, so that's that. Now let's get on with the haulage. You know, I've been rambling on for 10 minutes. Okay, so, and I opened everything and tested them out. So they're not going to be well packaged or anything. It arrived. And you know what blush this is. Right. So, I also put some other stuff in there because I knew I was going to do this haulage for you. These are the two Ulta mascaras. I have never tried an Ulta mascara. They are called Ulta Amped Mascara. One is in jet black and the other one is in soft black. And the packaging is kind of funky. They're still wrapped up, so I can't open it to show you the brush. But if any of you know Ulta mascaras, please let me know how they are because this is a first for me. They're called Ulta Amped Mascara. And this is what they look like. So that's that. That was in the box because I had opened everything yesterday and I was having fun. So this is it. And I like the fact that it came with a really nice brush for the cream eyeshadow. I don't know how I'm going to use this cream eyeshadow. It's called Emphasize, and the color is Slate. Now, Slate, isn't Slate like usually a kind of like a gray? This is more like a gold, a beige kind of a shade. I'll give it a try. You know me, I'm trying eyeshadows now, people, so I'll give this a shot. And, you know, I'll let you know because you will see it on me. And this is the brush. Very nice brush. Very, very nice packaging for this. And, of course, it is here in Flush. My first, probably my only, Tarte blush. I have it, people. I have my Tarte blush. And I know it does look like one of the other Coastal Scent blushes. I know I have a dupe for it. But this is it, people. This is Flush. I love this. And it really is so soft. If everybody kept saying they really are soft, they really are soft. But damn. And this is it on me. What? Yes, people. I finally have it. Okay, so I'm going to put everything back in the box. Is there something else? Oh, no, that's the packaging. I'm going to put everything back in the box, and everything still goes in the elf bag. The elf bag is the equal to my basket. Remember my basket, people? Well, you know, due to now having a cat, I can't have a basket anymore. So now I have the elf bag. I will be showing you things all this year. So I will have stuff, I really do believe. I really will have stuff for you to show. Brand new stuff to show up until July when I can finally buy new things again. Because I have been very good. I haven't wanted for anything. I have been looking at YouTube videos, and it's almost like I'm testing myself because, you know, Crystalist007, she does a haul practically every day. High-end stuff, low-end stuff, drugstore stuff. And she pretty much almost has the same taste that I do as far as like low-end and drugstore stuff. So every time she is buying something, it's like, oh, damn, that look nice. But I'm testing myself. I'm making myself stronger. You have to face your fears, people. So I am facing my fear in the fact that I cannot purchase anything until July. So, but like I said last year, I don't know if I want to bend the rules a little bit as far as, no, I'm going to stick to it. Because I was going to say this resolution was in order for me not to order anything online. But maybe I could still buy things with cash. But you know what, Nancy? We're going to stick to it. We're going to stick to not buying anything. Anything online or with cash until July. Because July is going to be the heat of the summer, and there's probably going to be some summer stuff. And I really think that most of my cosmetics are fall, winter-ish colors. I don't really think I have that many summer-ish colors. But then with the summer being so short, it's kind of hard to have that many summer colors. You know what I mean? You know, you have your oranges, you have your bright blues, you have your pinks, your peaches, things of the summer-ish variety. But with fall, you can mix those colors with other colors that are darker and deeper and dense. And so I think winter is a lot more fun than summer, but talk to me in July. So we shall see, because you know I will find any damn thing. By then, I will be so starved for makeup that, as if I need to be starved. So anyway, that was the Tarte. Now, in this little plastic bag were other purchases. This is really the last, I think it's the last of my Sephora. I placed one Sephora order, and I think everything else is Amazon. So this little plastic bag has stuff in it. So here we go. I want to talk to you about this blush. This little L'Oreal, it's called Visible Lift. It feels funny. It feels wet. It feels like a wet blush. This is in the color Berry Lift. And that is what Berry Lift looks like. It's a little more pinky. There we go. There we go. That's it right there. I'm glad I just did that. That is the shade. And it feels like a wet blush. It feels funny. But this is the color Berry Lift. It almost feels like a mousse. I love the feel of it. It's disconcerting or discerning. I forget the word, but it's one of those. And this is in the color Berry Lift. They're really, I mean, you would think it would be a berry like this shade. It's more of a, dare I say it, rose goldy kind of a shade, but with a hint. I'm talking about an ever so hintish berry look to it. But the feel of it is just, it feels funny, but I like it. I like it very much. Next is my Purr Marble Powder Blush. This is in the color Spice. You know I was going through my rose gold phase, right? I've stopped with my rose gold. I've stopped. This is Spice. And it is gorgeous. It is rose goldy-ish. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it feels just like a regular, you know, regular powder blush. This one's a little deeper. There it is. It's more of like a burnt orange, or it kind of reminds me of a MAC shade, Sweet as Cocoa. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Sweet as Cocoa. They go very light on my, you know, when I'm trying to do a swatch for you, and I'm really, you know, I'm trying to pack it on so you can see it. But there we go. But you'll see it more on my cheeks when I, you know, wear them for you. So that is Purr Mineralized, Purr Minerals. The company is called Purr Minerals. This is a marble powder in Spice. Looks very awesome. Next is this was a you know, like a free, they added this to my Tarte package. I think it was either no, it's probably my Sephora. They added this as a free Lancome Sills Booster base mascara. So I guess I have to use this as a base. Oh yeah, this is one of those white that you have to put on before the mascara so it could plump it up. That's going to be a first for me as well. It's like a fiber, those little fibers. This is a new one for me too, people. So I'll have to use this and then use my mascara to see if there's really much of a difference. I don't know. Then, this was what I ordered from Sephora, as well as the last two items. No, this was a freebie too. One came with my points, my Beauty Insider points. I think this was it. So I could order two or something, whatever. This is a Sephora plus Pantone Universe Liquid Lash Silk Mascara. Oh, good. So I can use this and then use this as a base. Excellente. And this is in the color. It doesn't really have a color, I don't think. Oh, Lord. I thought I opened it. Hold on. Hold the phone. There we go. This is a nice packaging. Oh, this is in the color Amethyst. So it's kind of like a purpley mascara. And this is what it looks like. You probably won't be able to see the color, but you can actually see the color here. It is a purple. But on my lashes and plus the glasses, you're not really going to see. But I will let you know when I wear it. So there is that. But in order to get these, this is what I ordered. I broke down and finally, yes, people, finally just bought these. These are the Urban Decay Revolution lipsticks. I had to. Because I was watching a lot of YouTube. And I was watching all of these, and everybody was talking about the feel of them. It's so nice and plush, and the colors were sensational. And there were two colors in particular that I just melted when I saw. Venom and Shame. Let us do Shame first. Shall we? Yes, we shall. And the packaging is just so... It's got a little weight to it. It's just... Look at the packaging. Oh my goodness, Urban Decay. This was the last pricey thing because they're $22 each. So, you know, I had to end 2013 in a bang. This is Shame. And as dark as it looks, you would think it would be very goth. Not really. That is Shame. What? This is Shame. You know I had to have it, people. You know I have colors like this already. But I had to have it because it's Urban Decay. And it being Urban Decay, I didn't really have it. So there you have it. That is Shame. And I am ashamed for buying it, but I'll get over it. That is Shame. And the next color is Venom, which kind of reminds me a little of Mac Rebel, which I also have, which also reminds me of Wet n Wild's Cherry Bomb. No, it's Wet n Wild something, which looks just like Mac Rebel. So this is Venom. This is Venom. What? What? Yep, look just like Mac Rebel. And one of the Wet n Wild lipsticks. This is the ish. Oh, look at these two. Look at them. Had to have them. So you will know when I wear these. I will be showing you these into the new year. Yes, people. So that is it. That was the last of the Mohicans of the haul of 2013. Plus everything that I showed you previously. I think there's a couple of more things that have to come. I don't remember what they were. But I think they're from Amazon. And oh, one of them is one more sleek blush, but that's going to come later in the month because of course it's coming from the UK, and I guess they ship it by boat or something. I don't know why it takes so damn long, but they said the estimated date delivery is January 24th. And it's a sleek blush. You can look it up on Google if you want to, Google image. It is a sleek blush from the 2012 collection called Honor. H-O-N-O-U-R. It's spelled in the European way. H-O-N-O-U-R. So that's the last of that haul. I think that really is the last thing to arrive. And on that note, people, I think that is it. I do want to tell you that I won't be stopping charging completely because of Tom. I order all of his stuff from soap.com. You've heard me mention this site before. I love this site to death. And they also sell makeup. But I order his food and I order his litter, his scoop-free litter box. Not the litter box, but the litter, it is a box. To change the litter. It lasts for 30 days and then I have to buy a new one. So I won't have to buy a new one until February because I bought 2 extras. And I just changed his first one, January 1st. So he's a fresh litter. And he loves it to death. He likes to play in it. I don't know what it is about cats playing in their stuff. But because he likes the crystals, he likes the sound, and he likes to, yeah. But it is an automatic scooper. So I don't have to touch anything until, I really don't touch anything until the end of the month. And then I just change it and put the new one in. 5 minutes, done. And that's basically it. So it's not like I'm going to stop charging completely, but I won't be charging for makeup. I'll be charging for his cat food because there's a new cat food that I would like him to try. I've seen commercials for it. It's basically dog and cat food. I mean, the company sells dog and cat food called Blue Buffalo. Now, if any of you have cats, specifically cats, and if you've used this particular cat food, it's supposed to be like really, really good. It's got real meat and real everything for a cat. Cats are carnivores. So carnivores. So it's got the real stuff that he really needs, plus really good nutrients to, you know, make him have a shinier coat and make him be more healthy. And, you know, I can never stop wanting my baby to be healthy. He was in the back of me earlier, but I guess he stopped. I think he went into the living room because I left the television on. Yes, people, he starts to watch TV with me. Like, what I'm watching, he will watch. I don't know if he understands what is going on, but he'll lie down. Not next to me. It's rare that he'll hop on the sofa and lie next to me, but he'll lie on the floor next to the sofa where my feet are. And he will watch TV. I love it ever so. But he also mostly plays around because he's got a couple of balls and, you know, little fluffy stuff. His toys. Some are in the hallway and some are in the living room. So he'll, you know, if he starts to get bored with watching television, he'll start to play around or just walk away. But I have actually caught him on occasion staring at the TV. And I'm like, I don't think he understands what's going on. But he sees mom watching it, so it must be good, right? So that is it, people. Is this one? I guess this is my first video for 2014. I know I should have done one yesterday, but I already told you the situation with that. So, Happy New Year. Happy 2014. As of right now, I'm still holding strong with my resolution. Then again, it's baby steps, you know. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. I have, what, 6 more months to go? And new stuff is coming in every single day. And Crystallis 007 does not make it easy for me, but God, I love watching her videos. I love her to death. Love her to death. I don't know where she gets all the money to. Now I'm a business, but she purchases a whole hell of a lot. And I'm talking high-end stuff, like an eyeshadow for $30 and a foundation for $45. And she'll just say it like, oh, in this foundation, it was $45. Like it's just nothing. And when she says it, I feel the pain, like, $45. But I love her to death. So that is that, people. I will continue to watch videos. I will remain strong. And you know, if I break, I will tell you, right? It's not like I'm going to keep it from you because you're my family. And let me tell you something. A coworker of mine who knows I have a weakness for makeup. I told her my resolution. And do you know what she told me? She said, so you didn't buy anything yet? And I said, no, because I don't plan on buying anything until July. She goes, you say that now. I was like, for real? You're not even going to support a sister? And she was like, I know you. I said, oh, wow. And she's right, because I will tell her, just like I tell you, she's part of my YouTube family, but I don't think she doesn't know I make videos. Nobody at work does. At least if they do, they haven't said anything to me. She knows me. Because every time I did go to the drugstore and buy something, I would email her and I would say, I just went to CVS or Walgreens and I just bought, and she'd be like, again, how many does that make? You know, you people are supposed to support me in this. Y'all are not supposed to tempt me. You're supposed to support me. Support is what I need right now. So, that is that, people. I love you. I've missed you. I hope everybody had a very good new year, opening up the new year. I hope everybody was safe. Nobody got drunk or anything of that nature. It was very quiet up in the Cassius household. Tom didn't know. He felt something energetic in the air because you could tell he was getting a little excited, but he didn't know what the hell was going on. Of course, he did watch what was going on the TV with all the fireworks and everything, and he just didn't understand. He, the poor thing, he didn't understand. So I went downstairs, I kissed Pop, we opened up the new year together, and then he kicked me to the curb. My father done kicked me to the curb on January 1st. Kicked me to the curb at 12 midnight. Happy New Year and everything, but you know it's time for me to watch a movie. And you know when he tells me that, it's like, you need to go now. So I said, okay. Came back upstairs. We didn't go to, I didn't go to sleep. I say we because Tom usually goes, when I go to sleep, he follows along. So we did not go to sleep until about 1:45. Yeah, that's all I could hold up for. It's old age, people. And it was barely, I mean, I barely kept my eyes open just to watch the ball drop. Okay, barely. So, yeah, 1:45, I said, okay, that is it. That's enough celebrating for me. Celebrating nothing. I didn't even drink a glass of champagne or anything. I don't have any alcohol in the house. So I could have gone downstairs and Pop could have opened up something, but he was not in the mood. He was like, oh, it's midnight already? Oh, okay. The man does not know anything about holidays or celebrations. I don't know how Mom did it. Anyway, with that regard, so that was that. That was New Year's. And that was it, you know. And then the next day was, well, actually later that day, I put while watching the Rose Bowl parade, it brought back so many memories. Every year I get teary-eyed because I remember back in 1978, Mom and I took a trip to California, to Pasadena, California, Hollywood, California. And we stayed at the Universal Hotel. That's where we experienced our first earthquake. We were on like the 22nd floor. And all of a sudden, now you know how sturdy beds are in hotels? Oh no. The room started to shake and the building started to sway and the bed moved from one end. For real? I really thought that was it. That's it. This is how I'm gonna go. But it only lasted for a few minutes, and that was my first experience with an earthquake. And my mom, I can literally remember what she was doing on the bed. I think I was reading we weren't watching any TV or anything, or maybe we were, I'm not sure, but she had a pack of cards. I don't know where she got the pack of cards from. She was playing solitaire on the bed. And she didn't miss a beat. The bed was shaking. It was moving a little bit. And I'm looking at her like, Mom, this is an earthquake. And she was like, I don't know where this one's going. She goes, well, honey, if we're going to go this way, this is the way we're going to go. For real, Mom? That was my mom. I'm sure she was scared out of her mind too, but she had to remain calm for her daughter. So, and it, like I said, it only lasted about a minute or two. And then that was that. So that was that with that. So every time the Rose Bowl parade comes, because we specifically went to California to see the Rose Bowl. We went to Universal Studios. That's when I went on my Jaws ride. What? Saw Jaws for the first time. Up close and personal. Which, by the way, can I tell you? Cutie, when he went to Universal Studios, I said, did you go on the Jaws ride? They took out the Jaws ride. How are you going to take away a classic like that? And they took it out and put something else in, like the Transformers or something. Transformers ain't no classic. Jaws is a classic. How are you going to... Everybody knows Jaws. Everybody from every generation has seen the movie Jaws. What? So they closed down the Jaws ride. But when I went, it was fresh still, because the movie came out in 1972, I think, 1972, 73. And my mom and I went in 1978. So, you know, a few years had passed since it was, but it was still very popular. And so when we went to I specifically wanted to go on that ride. And it's a little water boat ride, and the shark comes up, and it freaked me the hell out. But it was so much fun. A memory that will never fade, ever. Then we went to, we had to wake up at like 3 in the morning for the Universal bus to pick us up to drive to Pasadena. And we had some pretty good seats for the Rose Bowl parade. My mom did such an awesome job. And of course, Pop didn't want to go. So, you know, any trip that I went to Haiti with my mom only. I went to California with my mom only. He just party pooper. So, you know, that was that. And so every time, like I said, every time I watch the Rose Bowl parade, I get a little choked. And it was a lot of fun. There was a float. Did any of y'all see it? There was a float with aliens. And they came out of the float and they started to drive around, and then they went back on the float. This was the best float ever. Loved it. Okay, that's all, people. I hope you had a very good new year. Let us hope that 2014 is good and strong, and I hope that I become stronger and healthier. I'm eating what I have to eat, people. Okay? Lord knows I could use a Domino's pizza right now. It is 12:08. It's lunchtime. But I can't think like that anymore. And don't you know, every time I want to say goodbye to you, I keep thinking of something else. Don't you know that I saw on television commercial yesterday on CNN when I was at work? Popeyes has a new wicked chicken with some buffalo sauce. My mouth was watering. I can see the commercial now. My mouth was watering, and I'm like, oh, damn. And, of course, the devil is like, go ahead. You could, go ahead. Just, you know, you could just eat it once and don't have to worry about it. At least it'll satisfy you. And the angel is like, you know better. You know your health. It's more important than some Popeyes wicked chicken. So you know the angel won, right? I can't eat these things anymore, people. But I'm not going to, you know, stop completely. I can't, like, not eat what I want to eat every now and then. Maybe I'll give myself one time a month to break down and eat something and then keep it moving. Because 30 to 31 days a year, I'm eating the good stuff. Can I just have one day? Can I just have one day to eat whatever I want to eat? Just one? I'm not saying 1 week. I'm saying one day. Can I just have one day? So that wicked chicken is calling my name. But it's still too early in the month. Because suppose something else comes out that I really, really want to eat. Anyway, salads are now my friend, especially lettuce and tomato. I have everything with lettuce and tomato now. Well, BLT comes with lettuce and tomato. The bacon may not be that great for me, but at least I have the lettuce and tomato. And I don't have a BLT every single day. But I have my grilled chicken salad, lettuce and tomato. Y'all know. I don't want to go through that again. It's depressing me already. But I am friends with whole grain bread. What? Whole grain bread is good. Whole grain bread is really, really good. That's what I have my BLT sandwiches with. What? And like I said, it's not like I have a BLT every single day, but at least I have it on toasted whole grain bread. Okay? So don't be hating. Don't punish me. Don't judge me. Okay? I love you. It's 40 minutes in. Oh my God. Well, you know, I haven't seen you since the beginning of the year, so I have to make up for that. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think of my purchases, of my Tarte blush, and have an awesome weekend. Of course, now that we are knee-deep in snow, I don't know if I'll be able to get the hair done tomorrow. We shall see. I have to call her tonight to see if she will even be available tomorrow, if it's worth even going. It's the new year, people. I need a fresh start with some fresh hair and some fresh coloring. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Let me know what you did for New Year's. And those of you who do videos, you know the deal. I love you. Bye now.